So today we want to take a look at what we call the most deceptive tool in the study skills toolbox. So what are we talking about? We're talking about the highlighter. The highlighter. Now this seems rather harmless, right? It's just a simple highlighter. But the problem is that highlighters give you the impression that you've actually done a lot as far as studying goes, when in reality you may not have. So when you open up a textbook, you sit down to do your reading for the first time, try to learn some new information. When you see big ideas or key details, anything that's important, you go ahead and highlight that right there in the book, and it feels like you've done a lot. But in actuality, you're still passively learning. All effective learning is active. Okay, it's active. The more active you are, the more effective it's going to be. Another way of saying this is that effective learning involves both input and output. Now the problem is that highlighters seem like you're producing something, like you're actually putting some output out there. Unfortunately, you typically aren't. So highlighter, you get to the end of your reading and you feel like you've actually studied, you've got some things marked up. Unfortunately, it hasn't embedded itself in your memory. So are highlighters totally useless? No, they're not totally useless. We recommend taking notes over just highlighting. A couple of instances where a highlighter can be effective, two particular instances. One, if you have a resource like a book that you're wanting to read for the next 10, 15, 20 years, something that's really going to be a long-term resource for you, and you want to be able to go back and reference things that were important, that is a great opportunity to use a highlighter. It can be really effective for that reason. The second opportunity is once you've made your notes, after you've taken notes out of your textbook, from your class period, whatever your learning experience is. After you've taken your notes, go ahead and highlight those if you'd like. It can interact more visually with your notes, help you memorize things, help you remember important ideas, especially as you're preparing for a test, for you highly visual learners. But the first go through, take notes, go ahead and set that highlighter to the side.